You can rewire your world in 10 seconds. That's all it takes. 10 seconds of sincere alignment to dismantle decades of fear, 10 seconds of holy command to override years of survival thinking, 10 seconds where your spirit speaks louder than your scarcity, and everything begins to obey. Breathe. Because today, we awaken the prayer that rewires your mind, not just for peace, not just for survival, but for wealth. True, divine, lasting, overflowing wealth. A kind of wealth that flows from obedience to the invisible, a kind of wealth that does not answer to the economy or effort or explanation, but to your alignment, to your faith, to the way your voice carries spiritual electricity into the field. And before we go any further, I want you to subscribe right now if you haven't yet. Because if this channel has found you, you're not here by mistake. There's something in you ready to remember its authority. So subscribe now, because your spirit is leading you into divine timing. And when you follow that leading, you make room for miracles. Now, let's start with this. I no longer beg for blessings. I become the signal that calls them. Again, let it pass through your lips, slowly, softly, with reverence. I no longer beg for blessings. I become the signal that calls them. And now say this. Money, I no longer chase you. I command through alignment. I attract through obedience. Breathe. Let the body settle. You see, for most people, their relationship with money is a trauma bond. They plead, they hustle, they negotiate with God and punish themselves in secret. They say prayers, but under those prayers is panic, and panic carries no creative power. But you're not here to plead, you're here to declare, because the one who obeys divine law doesn't beg for wealth. They become wealth, and that's what we'll do here, together, right now. Close your eyes and speak this. I am the answered prayer my ancestors hoped for. My wealth is not random, it's remembered. Heaven does not withhold. I now stop resisting. Say it again. Feel the command. Heaven does not withhold. I now stop resisting. The old part of you will try to protest. It will whisper, but what if nothing changes? That's okay. It's not your job to fight the doubt. It's your job to outgrow it. You outgrow it. By declaring truth louder than memory, you outgrow it. By praying not as a beggar, but as a builder, you outgrow it. By letting your voice echo what divine law has always said, you are supplied, you are guided, you are enough, and you are next. Let this wash over you, because this isn't motivation, it's reprogramming. Each line, each breath, each whisper. It is reshaping the circuitry of your mind and replacing it with something ancient, something eternal, something rich with divine voltage. And that voltage doesn't fade when the video ends. It keeps working, because wealth doesn't obey time. It obeys alignment. And if you're still here, still watching, still listening, then wealth is already making its way to you, quietly, quickly, without panic. So let's affirm it together and amplify it. My thoughts now obey the divine. My life is proof that a 10-second prayer can shift everything. And so it is. Breathe. Let it integrate. Then, when you're ready, there are prayers that move mountains. And then there are prayers that move you. Because wealth does not respond to how loud you pray, but how deeply you believe while praying. And belief is not noise, it's alignment. It's certainty that whispers from your soul like a command, not a question. So let's go deeper now. Close your eyes and speak this in your spirit. I now become a landing place for money. Say it again. I now become a landing place for money. Not by force, not by strategy, not by accident, but by design. Because you are not just a human hoping for help. You are a divine receiver waking up to your original programming. The world taught you to wait, to prove, to push, to earn every ounce of support. But heaven was never holding score. Heaven is holding the supply, and all it's waiting for is your signal. That's what a 10-second prayer is. It's a signal, not a scream, not a struggle. A signal that says, I am no longer aligned with lack. I am now aligned with source. And source, it moves fast when you're ready, so speak again. I release every word that made me believe I had to suffer first. I release every version of me that thought I had to prove I was worthy. I don't have to earn what was already mine. Breathe. Say this with me now. Slowly, my voice carries divine voltage. Every syllable I speak in alignment transmits a current that reshapes my world. Feel it. Because in the realm of divine wealth, words are not just vibrations, they are creators. You don't manifest by thinking harder, you manifest by aligning your word with truth. That's the secret of those who prosper quietly. They're not louder, they're more precise, and they've trained their tongue to speak only from certainty. That's what we're doing here. You're being retrained, recalibrated, rewired. Every time you repeat this prayer, you are building new roads in your brain, and those roads lead straight to provision. So, let's go deeper. I no longer flirt with fear. I marry faith. I no longer delay what I've already agreed to receive. Money knows my name. Money knows my energy. Money follows my obedience. Say that again. Not fast, but with reverence. Money follows my obedience. It does not follow effort. It does not follow hustle. It does not follow panic. It follows peace. It follows alignment. It follows the one who has nothing left to prove. Because the moment you stop chasing, you become the one who draws. Now say this with your hand over your heart. I draw wealth with my breath. I draw wealth with my words. I draw wealth with my worship. Yes, yes, you do. And if this is resonating with your soul, pause for a second and subscribe if you haven't already. Because this space is not just content, it's a calling, it's a signal, a reminder, a rewiring. Every single video is created to anchor you back into truth and remind you that you are the portal through which wealth flows. So subscribe now. And if you've already subscribed, leave a comment saying, "Wealth hears me now." Because every time you speak, you reinforce the signal. Every time you share truth, you amplify your alignment. And when alignment becomes your default, money shows up without warning, quietly, kindly, exponentially. Let's affirm it together, one last time before we continue. This 10-second prayer is enough, because I am enough. The old world taught you that wealth takes time, that riches are slow, that success is a mountain, climbed inch by inch with blood and tears. But in the realm of divine alignment, the mountain doesn't move when you climb, it moves when you speak. Because your prayer isn't just a wish, it's a weapon, and it cuts through every lie you were taught to bow to. So say this aloud. Not like a request, but like a decree. Everything I need is already choosing me. Let that sit. You're not chasing, you're not convincing, you're not begging, you're becoming. And wealth responds to the becoming. It responds to the vibration of someone who has already agreed to receive. That's the hidden truth. Most people pray from fear, from confusion, from scarcity. They pray from the vibration of what they don't want, and they wonder why the answer delays. But not you, not anymore. You now understand the law, and the law is this. As you speak, so shall it form. So speak life, speak wealth, speak truth that overrides trauma. Say it now. I am the first in my lineage to fully receive. I no longer carry ancestral debts. I carry ancestral dreams fulfilled. Let your nervous system feel that, because you're not just praying for money, you're praying to be restored to your divine settings. You're returning home, and when the soul returns home, money follows like a servant, because heaven doesn't reward suffering, it rewards agreement. So let's agree again, slowly, clearly. I am one with divine substance. Money is a form of that substance, and it moves through me now. Breathe. And now say, every cell in my body agrees with this. Say it again. Every cell in my body agrees with this. Not just your thoughts, not just your dreams, but your body, your breath, your voice, your presence. All tuned to one note, receptivity, because the frequency of wealth is not a frequency of effort. It is a frequency of surrender. You don't earn alignment, you return to it. And this prayer, these 10 seconds of surrender, are opening the vault. Let's go deeper now. I bless all the money I see. I bless all the money I touch. I bless all the money others receive, because it's proof that the source is flowing. Jealousy blocks, bitterness delays, but blessing opens the gate. So every time you feel left out, bless louder. Every time you feel forgotten, bless firmer. Every time you see someone else receive what you've prayed for, smile and say, I'm next. Because the current didn't skip you, it's building pressure, and when the release comes, it will flood your life in ways you couldn't imagine. Say this now, quietly, confidently. My overflow is not delayed, it's being prepared. Yes. That is the frequency of truth. If your soul feels that, leave a comment below and affirm it for yourself and others. Type, my overflow is not delayed, it's being prepared. Because your words create momentum, your words create magnets, and your words are being heard. You've waited long enough. Now the gates are opening, not because you proved yourself, not because you worked harder, but because you finally surrendered the belief that it had to be hard. This is what the old world feared you'd discover. That effort alone doesn't magnetize, that strategy without spirit runs dry, and that the deepest shift is only one decision away. So breathe with me. Close your eyes and speak this aloud. I allow my life to be easy. I allow money to come in ease. I allow joy to guide the way. Again, I allow my life to be easy. That phrase has broken more chains than effort ever could. Because allowing is not passive, it is the highest act of alignment. When you allow, you are saying, I trust the divine more than I trust my fear. And that trust makes the universe move. Say this now. I trust the rhythm of divine timing. I do not rush the rose to bloom. I do not force the tide to turn. I stand in peace, and all that is mine finds me. Let the tears come if they must. Let the doubt leave through your breath, because you're not just reciting a prayer, you're restoring a rhythm. A rhythm where money is not a battle, it's a byproduct of harmony. Harmony with your truth, harmony with your spirit, harmony with your source. You've walked through fire, you've survived the storms, and still you rise. You rise into a version of you that no longer hustles for crumbs, but receives the feast already set. So now, in this quiet moment, say this from your belly, your heart, your bones. I remember who I am. I am chosen for abundance. I am safe with money. I am sacred with money, and I allow it to come now. Let that vibration settle in your body. Let it rewire your expectations. Let it become the new normal. Because tonight, you do not pray from panic. You do not pray from lack. You pray as a partner of the infinite. You pray as someone who finally realized, I was never behind. I was being built. Now you're ready. You're ready to close your eyes with peace, knowing the divine heard you the first time. You're ready to wake up to miracles, not by chance, but by alignment. You're ready to stop striving and start receiving. And if this prayer unlocked something in you tonight, subscribe to this channel now, because this is just the beginning. There are more prayers to come, more wealth to receive, more truth to remember. And if your spirit whispered yes to any line in this video, you are already inside the flow. Breathe, sleep, receive, because by morning, money will know your name. They say, a seed holds the tree inside it, a thought holds the future inside it, and a prayer holds the whole divine current of life, ready to rush forward the moment your words align with its current. So what happens when you speak a 10-second prayer, not from fear, not from pleading, but from alignment? You become the bridge between heaven and matter. You become the conductor of divine abundance. You become the place where miracles decide to rest. So let us return now to the prayer, and let it shape your breath as you speak it. Let it lift the dust from your heart and wipe away every lie of lack. Let it become the rhythm your mind walks to and the light your eyes begin to see with. Repeat with me now, slowly. Divine substance flows to me now as I open to receive it freely. Say it again, slower this time, with your shoulders soft and your soul awake. Divine substance flows to me now as I open to receive it freely. This is not a request. This is not begging the sky. This is the law of identity. You are not becoming wealthy. You are remembering that you are already the chosen host for the wealth that's been circling your field for years. And now, you are letting it in. You are letting it in by thought, by feeling, by word, by breath. And the more you say this prayer, the more it says something back. You'll feel it. The air gets thicker with expectancy. The mind softens into peace. And then, almost suddenly, ideas come. People arrive. Paths reveal themselves where there were only walls. Because wealth is not missing. It is only waiting for you to recognize your readiness, and that readiness is sparked not by effort, but by a calm and holy decree. Say it again. Divine substance flows to me now, as I open to receive it freely. Let it become the prayer that rewires your world. Let it become the line your day is built upon. Let it become the spiritual magnet that shifts your signal from static to symphony. And if you feel it stirring even slightly in you right now, take a breath and speak it with your own rhythm. Divine substance flows to me now, as I open to receive it freely. Feel how the words melt fear. Feel how they unfasten the worry. Feel how they remember a truth that your soul already knew. Now, if you've made it this far into this video, it means your spirit is hungry, not just for ideas, but for activation. So let's take a moment right now to deepen this practice. If this message is lighting something in you, leave a comment with these sacred words. I receive in perfect ways. Let your comment become a public declaration. Let it ripple out beyond your screen and invite others to echo it back. And if you're finding value in these sacred teachings, don't just listen and leave. Hit that subscribe button so you can walk this path of divine wealth every day with us. We're building a global circle of receivers who obey divine ideas faster than doubt can block them. And your presence here matters. The greatest shift does not take 10 years. It doesn't take a new job or a new plan or waiting for someone to believe in you. It takes 10 seconds. 10 seconds of stillness, 10 seconds of power, 10 seconds where you stop doubting and simply declare. Let this be one of those moments. Let this prayer live in your mouth until it builds a new world around you. Divine substance flows to me now, as I open to receive it freely. There are words you say once and forget, but there are other words that rewrite the soil of your soul. These are those words. So keep them close. Speak them when you wake. Speak them when you fall asleep. Speak them when fear whispers. Speak them when lack knocks. Speak them when your spirit wants to rise again, but doesn't yet know how, and soon you will begin to notice. The delays become doors, the stress becomes silence, the confusion becomes clarity. You'll begin to say, wait, why do I feel calm in a place that once scared me? Why is money showing up from places I never looked? Why am I starting to trust the pace of my own alignment? And the answer will be this. You rewired your mind with one holy line, and that line became your ladder. So, my dear listener, before you go, let's speak this prayer one final time, not with haste, but with reverence, with your full self present, with no rush, just resonance. Say it softly, but let it echo deep. Divine substance flows to me now, as I open to receive it freely. Now breathe. Let the prayer settle into your nervous system. Let it coat the inner chatter with oil and fire. And trust this, the shift has already begun. You're not just watching a video, you're building a new spiritual structure with each sacred word. This is what we do here. This is what Shinn Rhythms of Wealth is for. And if you want to walk this divine rhythm daily, hit subscribe. We don't chase trends. We follow truth. We speak power. We unlock what's been waiting on the other side of obedience. And if this video stirred something in you, send it to a friend who needs to receive again. Let this be the moment they remember how to believe again. Let this prayer reach their inbox like a light through the fog. And if your heart is open, say it one last time in the comments below. I open to receive in perfect ways. You are not just hoping anymore, you are aligning. And as Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, no man is your friend, no man is your enemy, every man is your teacher. So let money be your teacher now. Let every dollar that comes be proof of alignment, not luck. You are now walking with the words that wealth obeys, and the more you speak them, the faster it arrives. We'll see you in the next one, where the rhythm continues, and the riches get even bolder. Until then, may you receive in perfect, glorious, unexpected ways. Amen.